All right, this is Eric Jesse again for my second reading. We're doing 9.7, which is clink or clunk. For this one, Jonah, after reading each sentence, think about where you if you get it or not, and that means that it's clicking in your brain, or if it's confusing or you might mess up a little bit, it's a clunk. So then, as you are reading, it should feel as click, click, click. When you hit a clunk, you then need to go back and reread to make sure you understand. Does that make
Okay.
sense to you? All righty, you can go ahead and start reading this nonfiction book.
Okay. Um, Fantastic finish with just over 3 minutes left in Game 5 of the 2010-2011 Eastern Conference Finals. The Miami Heat was down by 12 points against the Chicago Bulls. A bad loss in such an important game seems certain. Then Dwayne Wade showed why is the NBA's greatest clutch player. First, the 6'4" guard hit a smooth little runner. Then he drove into the lane for a layup. Next, he stepped back and shot a three-pointer and hoisted. Next, he stepped back at the three-point line and hoisted up a shot. The ball soared through the air and swished through the basket. Score. Even better for Miami. Dwayne Wade was fouled while shooting. The foul sent him to the free throw line where he coolly sank the ball to complete a rare 4-point play. With some added help from teammates LeBron James and Chris Bosh, the Miami Heat had an 83-80 comeback win.
Did all that clicked for you?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
For Dwayne Wade, the journey begins. For Dwayne Wade, the path to the NBA stardom began at the age of 5 while growing up in Chicago, Illinois. My lo- my father loved basketball and he made me play. I used to like basketball and football, but
Baseball.
he took baseball and football. He took me to the court and made me play for a week straight. I fell in love with the game, Dwayne said. Playing the game was more fun than other parts of Dwayne's often difficult childhood. His parents were separated when he was just a baby. As a young child, he lived with his mother, Jolinda, in a tough, crime-filled neighborhood. Jolinda often struggled to pay the bills. There were no birthday presents or Christmas gifts. Dwayne said about his early childhood. You just didn't ever ask for what you wanted.
You understand that, Paige?
Yeah. Um. Living with just one parent was hard for Dwayne. When I was younger, I grew up without a father. Once I got a little older, I lived with my father, and I grew up without a mother, said Dwayne. Still, with his guidance from his old teacher, Chagel, and his teachers in school, Dwayne grew into a top confident team. He also blossomed into a fine basketball player in high school, where he once scored more than 40 points in each of two games he played on the same day. His extraordinary basketball skills earned him a scholarship to Mar- Marquette
Marquette.
University, Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There, Dwayne became known for his unstoppable drives to the hoop and his unshakable confidence, and his team leadership. In his junior year, he led the Marquette Golden Eagles to their first Final Four appearance in more than 25 years.
That all makes sense. Good there.
Yeah. After being drafted by the Heat, Dwayne didn't waste any time making an impact on the team. During his first season, he averaged 16 points in a game. He averaged 16 points a game and led the Miami Heat into the playoffs. He impressed fans with his spectacular speed and incredible spin moves to the hoop. During the 2004 and 2005 season, Dwayne also impressed his teammates. Superstar Heat player Shaquille O'Neal nicknamed him Flash because of his strength and quickness on the court. Dwayne and Shaq proved to be the league's greatest guard center combination in the 2005-2006 season. The pair led the Heat into the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas won the first two games, but then Dwayne took over the series. He led the Heat to 4 straight wins and the first NBA title in Miami Heat history.
That page click for you.
Um. Uh. Yeah. Finished.
It clicked for you.
Yeah.
All right.
A special camp. Just a few days after celebrating the Miami's first ever NBA title in 2006, Dwayne went back to the first place where he had grown up. He flew to Chicago for a very special reason, to host his annual basketball camp. About 500 kids between the ages of 8 and 16 came to Dwayne's camp. Many were from Robbins, the suburb where Dwayne had once played ball. The campers learned basketball skills from Dwayne and other instructors, whose many were friends or relatives of the NBA guard. The kids learned how to improve their dribbling, passing, and defense skills. Best of all, the camp was completely free for everyone, a present from Dwayne to the community where he had been raised.
That one makes sense. Good with that one. Okay, next page.
Wade's World. Hosting a free basketball camp was just one of the generous ways that Dwayne helped other people. Another was through Wade's World Foundation, WWF, which he started in 2003. This charity has one goal: give a helping hand to kids who are growing up in difficult situations. Through Dwayne started though Dwayne started the WWF as an adult, helping others was something that he had thought about since he was 7 years old. He remembers watching TV and seeing celebrities help a local school. So many kids were happy to see them. How life changing that must have been, Dwayne said. It made Dwayne wonder why no one famous or successful ever visited his neighborhood. I decided if I ever made it, I would come back to my community and give back.
That one clicked for you too?
Yeah, it did. The WW special places. The WWF works extra hard in 3 places that are special to Dwayne. The greater Chicago area where he had grown up, Miami, the city where he plays basketball, and Milwaukee, the city where he had gone to college. In 2009, for example, Dwayne learned that in the library in the Chicago suburbs of Robbins, where he had once lived, was in danger of closing. The city didn't have enough money to keep it open. Dwayne was concerned for the kids in the town. Where would they study? Where would they get books to read? Where would they use the internet? Not wanting the library to shut down, Dwayne jumped into action by donating $25,000 to the library, helping to keep it open.
Understand what's going on there?
Yep.
Like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Helping kids and families. In Miami, Dwayne and his foundation have helped Miami Children's Hospital. Dwayne often visits the young patients there, bringing cheer and smiles to them. The WWF works with the hospital to raise money and to improve medical care for the children and it treats. Dwayne also works with Miami charities such as Neighbors for Neighbors. This group helps people who are facing crisis, such as losing a home in a fire. In 2010, the WWF and Neighbors for Neighbors worked together to pay for needy families to go on a shopping spree and buy clothing and toys. They even got to meet Dwayne. In Miami, Dwayne and the WWF have worked with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America for the kids in this group. Dwayne holds basketball clinics and helps provide scholarships for students that to attend Marquette University, where he went to school. A true champion. Dwayne is both a leader and a champion. He led the Miami Heat to an NBA title, playing alongside Shaquille O'Neal. He won an Eastern Conference championship while while playing with LeBron James and Chris Bosh. He's an Olympic champion as well. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, Wade helped the U.S. men's basketball team capture the gold medal in Beijing, China. Dwayne might, Dwayne might even may even be a greater champion when he's away from basketball court. Some of his the best work he's done hasn't been shooting hoops. It's been helping kids improve their lives. I actually didn't understand one word there.
Which word?
It was conference.
Conference. So he won an Eastern Conference championship. So in basketball, there's sides.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
So those two teams, whoever wins that side of the conference, they play each other in the finals. So does that make better sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the end of the book. What stood out to you? What did you like about that book?
That that explained how Dwayne Wade helped people even while not playing basketball. He still helped other people.
Yeah, that's what stood out to me too, was just how much of an impact he's had off the court, more so just on the court. Seems like a really good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything else stood out to you, or did you like that book?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, good deal. Thanks for helping out and reading again.
No problem.